I want to watch Stranger Things, though.
Oh yeah, we're waiting to watch that for Logan wants to save it for when she has the kids, so there's something to like binge through.
Gotcha, smart. Put that on when the baby's crying.
Uh-huh. Just traumatize it early.
The Demigorgons! What is Chiefin, my dudes? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday, and I know it's the second week of June, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's my turn to say it, so happy June. I'm going to start it off with Tomatalk, this episode, so just getting it out there now. We're going to go off the wall, okay? We're not going to be...
I kind of had that realization. You know how every Tomatalk we say, oh, forgot to mention, guys, this is a Tomatalk, like 10 minutes
every
in.
time.
Yeah, but all the episodes are labeled Tomatalk, so everyone already knows.
Oh my gosh.
We're
like playing ourselves.
It's like attending a basketball game. And in the second quarter, they stop and they go, guys, I'm sorry we didn't announce this. We're playing basketball tonight.
This is the NBA. Fuck.
I'm so sorry we didn't announce
always forget. All right, well, I want to start it off with a joke first.
Let's hear it.
A man is sitting at home with his girlfriend, and he hears a knock at the door. And he walks over, opens the door, and looks down. He's like, what the fuck? And he sees a snail there. Picks up the snail and just chucks it. Just fucking throws it as far as he can. It goes across the street, bounces, and then hits in the neighbor's yard. And then he just goes on with his life as if nothing ever happened, right? He gets married. His wife is pregnant. She's in the kitchen about a year later, making breakfast for him, happy as can be. All of a sudden, he hears a knock at the door, opens it up, and the snail goes, dude, what the fuck was that about?
Oh, that's great. Because he threw the snail so hard that he lost his memory. He couldn't figure out how to get back to the home, right?
Short-term memory loss. It happens in snails. It's actually pretty common. And that's why I wanted to address this situation that we're dealing with. It's an impending dementia problem with snails. And
yeah, it's kind of an epidemic in this country right now.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people forget about it, much like the snails.
We're here to say we will not... what were we talking about?
Oh, shit. I stand with you.
About,
sorry. Sometimes
about
talking
snails?
Sometimes talking about snails gets me a little salty, okay?
Hey. I need to go away from this conversation. Guys, if you have not clicked off yet, thank you for sticking with us. Happy Friday. Welcome back to the Chiefin Podcast. I wanted to take this time and say, if you're out there and you're listening right now, we really appreciate it. We don't banter too much with you because you can't banter back, but thank you for listening, folks, and we friggin' love you. Unless you're a snail, because then you can't reciprocate it. So why love something that you can't love back? And that's why I'm here to announce my platform for 2024, canceling cats.
Oh, dude. Cats? Some cats are kind of cool, but for the most part, cats kind of suck.
Cats suck, dude.
Like my
Imagine owning a cat.
I'm at my grandma's house right now, right? She had a cat, and that's what I based all of my cats growing up on. And it was the worst cat ever. It would be sitting at the top of the staircase on a chair, but it would be just close enough to the end of the staircase to where it could reach you if you walked past it. And it always fucking sat up there and just waited until a kid came by, and you're like, oh, hi, Mittens. They called it Mittens, by the way, because it had an extra claw, which made it even worse when it slashed at you.
Oh, not like a white paw?
No,
it just had an extra claw?
It had an extra claw on, I think, both of its front paws.
Horrible name.
Mittens. No, it's great.
What?
It's an adorable name for a crappy cat.
All right. So
But
this cat just swipe kids?
It would just swipe kids. It would hiss at you.
That's so fucked up.
One time, it was so funny. My dad came over to feed the cat because my grandma's on vacation somewhere. And he's supposed to give it its medication for like its liver or something like that. I don't know. But so he comes in and it's under the bed. He's like, come on, like I gotta go to work. And finally she comes out from under the bed. He picks her up and she's like, just going nuts in his hands. Finally, he gets the pill in her mouth. She bites down, punctures through his thumbnail, spits the pill out, and he's like, what the fuck? And then she like slashes at him and then jumps off. And he's like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. You're not getting your pill. I don't even care anymore. Then looks down and sees that the cat pissed all over him. And he's like, all right, I'm done with this cat. I don't give a shit anymore. Fucking die
Holy
of liver
crap.
failure. So it
Punctured the thumb? That's insane.
went right through. So that's what I'm basing all of my cat knowledge on. But the only cat I will say I absolutely love is Reptar. Reptar is the best. Josh's cat, I fucking love that cat. I would take a bullet for that cat, and that's saying something. Okay?
Wow.
I fucking love him. He's so great.
Yeah, he is great. It's almost been a year since you've been up here because we were just talking to Josh about running it back. Spoiler alert, doing the Father's Day episode. Or you weren't up here for that one. You came up for the 4th of July one.
Yes. Right? I was up there for 4th of July. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm pretty excited about that episode because I got some really good ideas for crappy dads. Now we're just doing like any dad, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Sweet. Thanks. That's all I wanted
I
to know.
have some hot takes that I'm going to spew.
If you think I'm saying like my dad, that's not the way I'm going. My dad's a fantastic person.
You're totally just going to shit all over Randy.
Yeah, we'd be like, fuck this guy, man.
Uh-huh.
He hates cats, with liver problems, doesn't want to treat them. What a dick.
You've been watching any shows lately?
I just started watching a show called, or the 3rd season of a show called Love, Death, and Robots. And it's really, it's
is that on
Netflix?
Show.
Yeah, it is.
What's it about? I saw like the title card, or I didn't see anything about it, but
it's pretty interesting because it's not like a regular show where they have like, a continuous plot.
Like
Each season they might continue on a plot from an old episode of the last season. They might. But for the most part, it's all just like random things that they want to write about, or like things that they didn't want to make a full-length movie on, I guess, or like just an idea. But it's really cool.
It's a drama.
No, it's like kind of like sci-fi stuff. Like one of the episodes was these 3 robots walking around after like not zombie apocalypse, the end of the world basically. Like all the humans are dead, and they're just walking around like just bantering about humans and how dumb they are, and it's pretty funny. And then another episode is like a alien robot fight club that's pretty fucking badass. But I actually showed that episode to one of my exes. I didn't know that episode, I hadn't seen it before.
She was a robot.
Well, I never saw it, so yeah, she was a robot. But
that's why she dumped your ass.
I'd never seen it before, and so I'm watching it, and I'm like, it's like the show's pretty cool, but I never know what's gonna happen, And she's like, yeah, it's pretty cool so far. And they're like, robot alien fighting and stuff, and then out of nowhere, they stop fighting, and then the people that are like in the ring just start having like a lesbian orgy, and I'm like, I didn't know what what was going on. And she's like, did you plan this? Did you put this on? Like, what? I'm like, no, I had no idea that this was coming on. I'm sorry.
No, I just had to order this one DVD from Taiwan and rush deliver it for this
I
special
ordered it
occasion.
on Amazon Prime, and it didn't come in 2 days, so I got a refund, then went to Walmart, and then bought it there. It's not that big of a deal. It took me like 4 days tops.
Gosh, like, stop fucking freaking out. Let's just rewind back.
Yeah, now we have to rewind because you've been talking for so long. I missed the orgy. I want to watch Stranger Things, though.
Oh, yeah, we're waiting to watch that for, Logan wants to save it for when she has the kids, so there's something to, like, binge through.
Gotcha, smart. Put that on when the baby's crying.
Uh-huh, just traumatize it early.
The Demogorgons! Wait, now, they release them all at once, don't they?
Yeah.
I like that Netflix does that. I don't like waiting every week for a show.
I'm hit or miss on that, because if there's a show I'm into, I'm done with it. Like, I started watching Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix, and it's a pretty good show. It's a good just like show to have on, like kind of like cheesy writing, but the story is interesting. I'm already done with it. Like, it just came out on Friday, I think.
I heard the movie was good, and then someone just told me actually today that the show is pretty good too.
Yeah, it's okay.
I have so many shows that I'm like backed up on. I got Love, Death, and Robots, Stranger Things, Obi-Wan Kenobi just came out. Like, I don't know,
you got a lot of like
recently.
sci-fi shit, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm a freaking nerd. Okay,
It's like all sci-fi. Mandalorian. I also got Doom Patrol.
Hey, Doom Patrol's a good show, dude. I like that show.
And The Bachelorette.
Yeah,
It's my
just for the hell of
guilty
it.
pleasure.
I just like the dates that they go on. It's so good.
With Lincoln Lawyer, I had a thought because this happened, and it also happened, I think, in the Johnny Depp trial. And it's just interesting to me, like when one lawyer says something, and the other lawyer objects to it, and the judge like upholds the objection, and he tells the jury like, forget that last statement. I think that's like just an insane idea of like,
It's so dumb.
just forget what was said. Don't take that into account.
Yeah, and they're like, strike it from the record. So then they like backspace.
Yeah. Like
no.
these people are robots. Like, can't remember that.
Literally everyone heard that, and the fact that you're telling me not to remember it is going to make me want to remember it more.
Yes. Like who yeah, what psychopath hears it and is like, all right, did it happen?
Could you imagine if they're in the courtroom and then, you know, they like word it weirdly and the person basically confesses, but they're like, objection, Your Honor, badgering the witness. They're like, okay, yes, of course, yes, sustained, or whatever they say. And then they're like, strike it from the record. And then everyone's like in the jury room like, so this guy's fucking guilty, right? Like, we heard him. He said he did it, right? And they're like, but he said you strike it from the record. He said objection.
Gotta forget it, though.
You gotta forget it, though.
I would love to get him on this, but
he's for sure not guilty. Yeah.
let him go. The glove doesn't fit.
He's a good guy. Oh, no. Don't bring OJ into this.
OJ is in like 6 degrees of separation or whatever from Hitler. Is the same with OJ. He's everywhere.
I just watched Jackass 4.5, which arguably
is that
better
good?
Than Jackass 4. Yeah.
Really?
Jackass 4. Well, because Jackass Forever is the original, right? But then Jackass 4.5 is the making
it's like the
of that
documentary.
Movie. Yeah, which I liked it so much more because it wasn't honestly like watching them get hurt and stuff was kind of sad. You're just like, dude, you're old. Stop doing that. Don't get hit by a bull. You're gonna.
I wonder if that's also because we're getting old.
No, because then I watched 4.5 and watching them get just pummeled was hilarious because they didn't show their injuries. Before, in 4, you see them like in a sling and like Steve-O loses a tooth. Other people are like, you know, getting really badly injured. You're like, I just can't watch this, dude. But then 4.5, really funny. Like I absolutely loved it.
All right, I'll check it out.
I was going somewhere with that. What we were just talking about.
Jury. Oh, you said badgering, and that made me think of a funny skit where like someone actually lets a badger out in the courtroom.
You're badgering the witness. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't give a shit. Damn it! What was it that? I don't know. There's some guys though on Jackass, like the new blood. The guy's name is Poopies. And he is fucking hilarious, dude.
Poopies.
Yeah, he's really funny. He's dumb and lovable, and that's like exactly what you want for Jackass.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I had a random thought the other day. I forget how this came up, but you might know it because of I don't know if was Aurora still living with you throughout most of the pandemic?
Pretty much through the beginning part of it. I'm not so sure when she moved out. It might have been like a year ago or 2 years ago.
Okay. So I had this thought. How did teachers handle school projects during the pandemic? Like the stupid ass school projects where you have to like build a book report inside of a like shoebox, like that shit. Like what do they do? Like did you show your project on Zoom? I doubt they did that.
I don't actually know about that. I don't think that.
And I feel like those accounted for so much of like I don't know if you did this too where you went to school, but we had like in 4th grade, I think it was a gold rush year. I feel like half the year was spent on one project.
It was all gold rush. And then the mission project was like, dreaded that project.
Why did we learn about the missions?
Why did we have to build one?
I just like the tortilla chips.
Where will that get me in life? Fucking nowhere. I'm never going to be like, okay, we're going to need those reports on my desk by Tuesday. And if you can swing it, I'm going to need a San Juan Capistrano mission by tomorrow.
An Adobe-inspired design on this.
You know what Adobe is, right? Please. You know what Adobe is? Yeah, okay. I need you to make one of those.
Oh, like Photoshop? Premiere? No.
No, like small scale. You You have mud at home, right? I can supply you with mud. We'll get a truck just to dump some mud in your yard.
So dumb. What a fucking waste of a very pivotal point of our mind's development on fucking missions.
Yeah, I remember I had to make that, and I had to make like a turkey, just like turkey on a piece of paper. I had to make it out of different foods that were like Thanksgiving foods, and I'm like, what? Like, how am I gonna put Thanksgiving foods on this? Like that's turkey? It's really disgusting.
So we worked childcare. That just makes me think of creating busy work to kill time.
Like, that's what we were doing pretty much. Yeah.
It's insane.
I had so many times where I was like, okay, what movie should I have the kids watch? And I'm like, it's a rainy day, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give them two options. And I always did this so that they felt like they had a choice. But I gave them one super long movie that was enjoyable, and then one really shitty movie that they would never pick in a million years. That way they're like, well, we don't want to watch that one, so let's watch Cars. And they're like, okay, cool. That's a 3-hour movie. Thank God.
I got one more idea.
Okay.
The idea of dog breeding is low-key horrible and so sad if you think of what it actually is.
It's really strange, dude. You're literally saying, fuck.
Well, fuck, and then when you pop out your kid, get close to it, right? Nurture it, and then after 6 weeks, we're going to take it away from you.
Mm-hmm. I actually had a thought about that a while back, that your dogs basically have Stockholm Syndrome. Because you took them from their home.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, you're mine now. And they're like, okay, yeah, all right. And they're like, oh my God, I fucking love you. Like, you're the best. Because you're feeding them and you're keeping them in the house. And, you know, like, let's say your dog gets out. You're like, no, don't let him in the outside world.
That's so fucking true. I've never thought about that.
Everyone is in cahoots about it. Everyone's in cahoots. If they see the dog tag, they're like, we got to bring it back to Daniel Shaw's house right now. His prisoner escaped.
You think there's like one other dog that's like woke and like his thought outside the matrix, and it's like all of you are all fucking puppets.
He's like,
you're all Stockholm Syndrome.
You're all fucking sheep, man. I'm a wolf here.
That's what the cats are probably, dude.
That's probably it, dude. They're like, I'll stick around because you feed me, but honestly, you get too close, I'm going to slash your face off. So
yeah, they're like, we know this is a fucked up situation right now. Like, you're not fooling us.
You're not fooling me, dude. And that's why I shit in this box right here, and it smells so bad.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to puncture your thumbnail. If you had to cancel a color, Roy G. Biv, which one would it be?
If I had to cancel a color, Roy G. Biv?
Yeah.
Probably yellow.
I was thinking that, but I was like, I kind of like yellow. Simpsons are yellow.
I don't see. That's the thing I don't like about the Simpsons is that they're yellow. I don't like that. Like, why are they yellow? Why not like a regular color?
Orange.
But like the sun, I like the sun, but I can't look directly at it. That's the only thing that I know that's super yellow. But I do like some yellow flowers are kind of nice.
Yeah. Sunflowers.
But I love...
There you go. You go look at the sun in a flower.
I love red, and I love orange, and I love blue and green, and purple's okay, I guess.
Purple's on the block.
Purple's pretty damn close. I might have to cancel purple. No.
If it wasn't for that lovable Barney.
Yeah. Imagine if Barney was a different color. Like if he was like blue. Which is weird to think that a blue dinosaur is like outlandish, but a purple one is fine.
Right, because blue's probably like way more true to what they actually could have been.
Yeah, what's crazy is we don't even know what color they were, because you can't see colors through fossils. So they could have been like all rainbow color. We don't know.
It's funny because dinosaurs are probably more true to form in blue than purple.
Yeah. Yeah, they would probably be greenish blue maybe, or like a... Maybe even like camouflage, because they wouldn't want to stand out.
What if they're like skin color, like our skin color?
Oh, that would be so weird.
Oh, they look like wrinkly balls.
They would look like a naked mole rat, like a giant naked mole rat with tiny little arms. That makes Jurassic Park so much better.
Dude, they probably were.
I want to see Jurassic Park with just ball sacks for dinosaurs. He's like,
same sound effects.
he's pulling his glasses up. They do move in herds. Just fucking hairy ass nutsacks walking by.
And then the protagonist is like a ball trimmer. It's just a big ad for Manscaped.
Have you seen that? I don't remember his name. It's like Joey something or Tony something. And he's like,
Yes.
let me tell you, man. Okay, fucking ball trimmers. You use that shit. It's like butter. Okay, you put it on, you cut it. You're gonna wanna. Your wife's gonna want to put it in her mouth. Okay. And it's like, his whole thing is like it's all food related. I swear. And he's like this big fat dude, and he's like, it's like butter, man. It's like a nice baked potato. It's like, oh god.
Well, folks, as we're waiting for the hand to drop like balls, hope you enjoyed this week's episode.
You mean the hat to drop, not the hand?
Yeah, I said hat. Run it back.
No, I don't think. I mean, maybe.
All right, folks, as we're waiting for the hat to drop like balls, definitely not a hand. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode.
And if you're really enjoying it, your hand will drop to touch the balls.
Hey. Yeah, to pick up the hat.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that'd be funny. A little hat on it. Do they sell those? Anyway, Amazon, get me back on that one, okay? Hope you guys had a great weekend, and I look forward to hearing Bryce next week. I won't talk to him for a full week. This is it, guys. We only talk once a week.
That's right. I don't want to hear his fucking voice until Friday.
All right, guys, that's it. And from all of us here at Chiefin, keep it Chiefin.
Keep it chiefin'.
Good sewed, guys.